A good jogging stroller is the secret weapon of any fitness-minded parent. Whether you're a working mom, stay-at-home dad, or something in between, parenthood demands a certain level of creativity if you want to take great care of yourself at the same time as your bundles of joy. A standard or umbrella stroller is fine for cruising around busy city streets or shopping malls, but for running or hiking, a sturdy and zippy jogging stroller is the only tool for the job. Before we get started with our video detailing the best jogging strollers on the market, we've included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which is in your budget range. Starting off with the best overall jogging stroller, we have the Thule Urban Glide 2. At just under 24 pounds, this light and aerodynamic jogging stroller seems to skate across the pavement of my neighborhood sidewalks. I'm impressed by the way this Thule stroller handles, especially after trying many other jogging strollers. Of course, sidewalks are ideal conditions, and things got a bit rockier when I went off-road with it. I was able to push my toddler over miles of dirt and gravel terrain without a peep of complaint. This stroller really does handle impeccably well. Serious runners will love the smooth ride and one-handed maneuverability. You can lock the front wheel during runs and let it swivel during walks around town. I adore the ergonomically curved handle and the twisting handbrake for easier maneuvering up or down hills. The big overhead canopy also kept my toddler's little legs dry during downpours. The undercarriage storage basket isn't the biggest or the smallest, but it's a good size, reasonably easy to access, and comes with a weatherproof zipping top, which is an uncommon feature. The Thule Urban Glide 2 is also available as a double stroller. Now for the few things I thought were less than ideal about this top pick. First, it's definitely not cheap, so this stroller is not a budget buy. Even though my average-sized 3-year-old is way under the listed weight capacity, the seat area wasn't quite deep enough for her, and her shoes were already peeking over the foot area. Of course, this won't matter to people with younger children and babies. The footprint of the two back wheels was wider than many of the other models I tested. This means I had a bit of squeezing to do to get the Thule Urban Glide through my front gate, which is admittedly not super wide. I also found it too difficult to maneuver through tight city spaces like my local cafe's dining room. Still, this stroller does fold down into a smaller shape than some of its main competitors, especially if you pop the wheels off. All in all, the Thule Urban Glide 2 comes out on top as a stroller that handles beautifully in most circumstances. Next up, we have the best jogging stroller overall runner-up, which goes to the Bob Revolution Pro. I don't normally feel the need to include a runner-up pick when testing products, but in this case, I think the Bob Revolution Pro is terrifically close to the Urban Glide 2 in performance. The differences between these two really come down to preference. Plus, the Bob, as it's called in the kid-having community, is an institution for a reason. This stroller has a nice, smooth ride and excellent handling. It's sturdy enough that I took it hiking along a rocky path with little trouble. When the front wheel is in unlocked mode, it handled tight turns better than any other model I tried. Has a nice big kid seat that accommodated my preschooler with room to spare, and a large canopy to protect your precious cargo from the elements. There are a few things about the Bob that I wasn't over the moon about though. It's heavier than some of its competitors at just over 28 pounds. This matters very little on flat, smooth pavement, but I could feel the weight difference when pushing it uphill. The weight also adds to momentum when going downhills, but the bicycle-style handbrake works well to maintain control. It's pretty easy to fold, but still takes up lots of space. It was a challenge to fit the Bob in my trunk. The wheels are easy to pop off, which helps, but it's not ideal for people with small space concerns. The undercarriage storage basket is also on the smaller side and pretty hard to reach. Even though some features of the Bob aren't 100% perfect, this stroller is still a star performer and would definitely give its Thule competitor a run for its money. Up next, we have the best jogging stroller for zipping around town, which goes to the Bumble Ride Speed. The Bumble Ride Speed stroller was a huge hit with both me and my daughter. I loved the large, easily accessible storage basket and the harmful chemical-free recycled materials. She loved the comfy seat design and the included bicycle-style warning bell. The Speed stroller model also came complete with a tire hand pump and a bumper bar that goes across the kiddo's lap. One of my favorite things about the Bumble Ride Speed is the 3 separate front wheel positions, which is a unique feature in all the strollers I tested. It can be set to a fixed position, a swiveling position, and a third in-between position. The wheel stays steady and in place for jogging, but has just enough wiggle room to help you take tight corners. I loved it. My 35-ish pound toddler fit nicely in the deep seat with head and foot room to spare. The Bumble ride folds easily, actually fit in my hatchback, and has a nice smooth ride, although not quite as smooth as the Thule or Bob. Now for some of the cons. There's no handbrake, which doesn't bother me, but many parents love that extra safety measure for going down steep hills. The handlebar is also lacking in cushioning. Since the wrist strap is attached right at the middle of the bar where I usually like to hold it, it wasn't the most comfortable option. I also didn't love the sun and shade canopy, which didn't stay in place as easily as I wanted it to. Still, overall, this is a high-quality option that rose to the top during my testing. Next, we have the best jogging stroller for super serious runners, which goes to the Thule Glide 2.0. If you're a serious competitive runner, then this is likely the stroller for you. Let me be clear, it's not the best option for zipping around town or walking around in the mall. So if you're only going to buy one stroller, this shouldn't be it. However, if you have another stroller for casual walking around and are looking for a serious running-only model, then this is the one. The Thule Glide 2.0 is built for performance. Its extra large wheels, including fixed front wheel, may mean it'll be too much stroller for hanging out downtown. However, the wheels do pop off easily when you're storing it or putting it in the back of your SUV, but it does have a large footprint. This model is almost exactly the same as the Thule Urban Glide 2, so you can expect the same amazing smoothness and one-handed control. The larger, sturdier wheels are the main difference. If you're looking for a stroller to use while training for a sub-17-minute 5K or qualify for the Boston Marathon, then boy would they be worth it. But they're overkill for sidewalk jogging and are less convenient and maneuverable than the swivel wheel options. And for our last pick, we have the best jogging stroller for multi-sport families, which goes to the Burley Delight. Is it a jogging stroller? Is it a bike tow? You don't have to choose. If you are super outdoorsy but don't have a ton of extra room in your garage or space in your minivan when packing for a trip, you'll love the Burley Delight's versatility. With the accompanying jogger kit, which includes a handle and a front wheel, this amazing multi-sport tool works for both jogging and cycling with tots in tow. This brand new Delight model upgrade is fresh for 2019, and I was super impressed with several of its features. First of all, the twin-seat interior for your Air and a Spare may as well be inside a luxury car. Multiple recline positions and multiple suspension settings mean kids can snooze comfortably while you train for your Ironman. Plus, the built-in water protection and retractable sun shield are major must-haves. If you're not planning on biking with your kids and just want a great product for running, this isn't it. It's not as light and maneuverable as a single jogging-only stroller, but if you're envisioning one product you can use in all your outdoor expeditions, look no further. The Burley Delight is certainly not the only combination bike tow and jogging stroller you can buy, but it's the best one I've tried and it has all the bells and whistles. The conversion between sport modes is super fast and easy, and in addition to running and biking, you can even convert this thing for cross-country skiing. At nearly 30 pounds, it's not the lightest product on this list by several pounds, nor does it fold up as super small as some of the other products on this list. Let's face it, it's the most expensive by a good chunk of cash. But with that extra size and cost, you get space for 2 kids plus a bit of cargo and the ability to keep your kids safe and comfy through multiple kinds of outdoor adventure. Worth it? This running biking dad says yes. So that sums up our top jogging strollers on the market. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a great day.